How are y'all still stuck right here? That is insane. Let's go right here. Okay, nope, that was an accident. Let's, go right here. Okay, nope, that was an accident. Hi everybody, Wax Fraud here, and welcome back to episode 59 of the Hardcore Let's Play series. Today we are building an Arctic fox igloo. It's going to be a huge igloo out in the middle of the ocean, but for right now I've actually just been taking out a lot of these iron golems. All of these guys gotta go. There's like 20 of them around town. We've been taking them all out, and then more of them just keep popping up. We definitely need to be careful, but these guys, they need to be more careful. There was a hidden one back here too. I thought there was only 2 back there, but there's 3. We don't even really need that iron. We have 3 extra iron farms now. But before we build anything, I actually did say last episode after we built the Parrot Sanctuary that we would take down all of these ores just to see how much we got from the ancient city, and then we did not do that. So, first things first, we're getting that done right now. Let's land over here. Okay, and down we go. We might actually be able to make a diamond beacon after this. We'll have unlimited redstone too. Here's the gold. We actually just made an automatic snow farm. We have a bunch more redstone projects coming up as well. I don't think I'm going to be at sea level for another 10 minutes. I'm starting to run out of room for all of these in my inventory. I also didn't realize how much XP this was going to bring us too. And what do you know? It looks like we reached the iron. And it seems the lapis has arrived now. The coal would have pillared up as one of the higher towers, but we actually fortuned a lot of it out in the ancient city. Okay, I started this just a couple minutes after the day started, and the moon is already coming up, sun is setting. This is taking forever. Finally at the bottom, and it looks like we actually have a little bit of cleaning up to do. Slap everything into some shulker boxes here. And after condensing and sorting, we have a lot of materials. We have so much redstone, so much lapis now. 53 blocks of diamonds is not that bad either. Get all these guys back into their respective bins. The morning sun's coming up. It's actually a perfect time to go show you guys the Parrot Sanctuary that we built in the last episode. Fly a little bit towards Rainbow Mountain and perch right at the top. We've started naming some of the parrots after some people in chat, and thank you guys for being a part of the Twitch streams if you have been. It is just twitch.tv/waxfraud. Feel free to show up anytime. We stream every single day, and actually lately we've been doing a lot more of the YouTube streams. Recently we actually built this big deep slate and stone watchtower. This thing kind of sticks out like a sore thumb, but that was kind of my goal. We have the Quartz Parrot Sanctuary with a lot of the lush green in it, and of course Rainbow Mountain is made out of rainbow wool, so I thought the deep slate and the stone would look pretty good. This dog's head is always in the wool. Are you okay, buddy? You can go around back. We made this area start to look a little bit nicer, and we actually put some light sources back here so that no creepers can spawn. Pretty soon, though, we will be getting something built right here. We have the lake house that kind of started a build right on this lake, but we need to get another lake house right on the other side. Is that a red sheep? But wait, hold up. We have a red sheep on the loose. Buddy, what are you doing here, dude? How'd you get loose? Well, you don't belong over here, buddy. Let's go this way. If there's a stray wolf on the loose, you are done for. So we have the pink sheep right here, and yep, we have the orange sheep right here. So you belong right here, Buster. And how did you get loose? I don't know how you did it, but I hope the other guys don't figure it out as well. We've actually been making quite a bit of progress on the Rainbow Mountain here on the other side. We fly up over the Rainbow Forest and the top, we can peek over, and we actually have one entire layer done. We have light blue all the way to the regular blue, and then back to the light blue that we've started on stream. I'm finding it a little bit difficult to build Rainbow Mountain around these iron farms. I should have built them a little bit, or at least this one right here I should have built a little bit further away. We'll probably end up just making this all go straight up. And you know what? Actually, while we're here, we should probably grab a bunch of this iron. The auto sheep shearing wool farm is missing a lot of shears, so we could probably just take a bunch of this. These things are insane, by the way. We have so much iron, it's just constantly going because it's in spawn. So we have a bunch of double chests over here that are filled up with iron. We have all of these filled up with iron, and then recently we built a third one. These double chests are also getting filled up, and I kind of wanted to make a star, so I wanted to get one right here and one on the other side of the middle one. 5 iron farms might be too much, but you know what? I think we need more. We also have this hooked up to the nether portal now because we just need to have everything hooked up. This one was actually pretty convenient because it hooked up right next to the nether hub. Next on the to-do list, let's drop these shears off back at the Rainbow Sheep Shearing Wool Farm. How did this leaf just do any damage on that flight there? That doesn't make any sense. Daniel, what's good? How you doing, buddy? Also, Daniel's friend, how are you doing out here? You've been chilling on this raft for a while. I hope you're doing well. He's not looking at me. I don't think he wants to talk. We're not going to have that much room. Let's drop all of these iron off here, and let's make some shears. Drop you off in the red, and boom, let's get you guys in the orange. I wasn't working on Rainbow Mountain for a while, because especially in the ancient city, we spent about 2 months down there, so now we have a bunch of time to work on Rainbow Mountain again. Some of these actually do have shears, but most of them do not, and so that's why we are here to save the day. Also, if you are wondering how we built this rainbow sheep shearing wool farm, it is on episode 7. I always forget how loud it is in here, especially as you go down into the middle levels, like on level 3 and 4, it's way too loud in here. Next time we design an auto sheep shearing wool farm, I'm probably not going to put it in a tower formation. We're probably going to have to spread it out because this can be too much. Next on the docket, I wanted to fly back home real fast. I have some shulker boxes here. They are filled up. Yep, they still have some cobbled deep slate. Let's put this in the auto sorting system real fast. Let's get you right here. And it looks like we have another iron golem back there. Why? How do you guys keep spawning over here? He's just stuck in the vines too, of course. If you're going to be an iron golem in this town, you got to be able to wander around. If you're going to get stuck in the vines, if you're going to get stuck behind trapdoors over there, you're going to have to go. Now we finally have some extra shulker boxes back, and we have this cat right here who is unnamed. You know what, buddy? We're going to take you back to the cat sanctuary. This guy is loving life. I like your attitude, buddy. You can stay. But this guy right here, I believe he is stuck if we do that. Yep, he is stuck. Sorry about this, dude. You can't be stuck. Also, sir, you over there, get out of my wheat field. Thank you very much. Yep, get out of my wheat field. You knew not to be in there, buddy. I'm flying with the elytra so often, I never really walk through this area of the town. I always forget how pretty it is. I think our glass panes have been working too, because no villagers have made their way back into the well. Let's go. What about this well right here? Okay, it looks like we got one lonely guy. You can stay. Just you by yourself, I'm gonna allow it. There's a lot of cows hanging out right in front of the cat sanctuary. Let's drop this guy off. And okay, there's actually a lot of cows hanging out right here as well. This guy's trying to start his own trend over there, but how many cows are in here? I mean, the cow tree by the bee sphere is one thing, but this is a whole other thing right here. We're gonna have to take these guys out. Let's get the cat in. You take a seat right there, buddy. Enjoy your time in here. And what are we gonna do with all these cows? I feel like since we got rid of all those iron golems, we should probably... Let's just spare these cows. You know what? Maybe one cow can go. All right, let's spare the rest of the cows, and you guys can just get out of here. How are y'all still stuck right here? That is insane. Let's go right here. Okay, nope, that was an accident. Let's, go right here. Okay, nope, that was an accident. I promise you guys this was all an accident. I don't know how these cows are still stuck. You know what? You guys just kind of deserve it at this point. That was kind of ridiculous. You saw it. I gave them plenty of chances. We took down 2 stairs, a trapdoor, and a hanging sign, and they still wouldn't leave. And you know what? Just for that, I'm gonna get this guy right here. Cows these days, man, they just have zero respect for anybody. Okay, and how many people are up on this watchtower right now? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 down there. Is anybody on the other side? 6 people. That's a lot of watchmen. Wait, that actually, I think 6 people might actually make a council. We're gonna have to name these council members so we know who's who. We don't need any tomfoolery between any of these council members. I had to spend some extra XP because I accidentally added an extra letter in there. And you know what? We're only going to do 5 name tags because there's not enough room for 6. I'm going to fly back up here in the middle of the night and see which one of these guys are chosen. Hippity hop around. I think we have council member number 1, council member number 2 stepping right up, and council member number 3. Are you going to look at me? He won't look at me in the face, so we're going to go over here. This guy's in a good mood. We're going to go council member number 3, council member number 5. We're skipping number 4 because you know what? Number 4, you're looking good. Council member number 6 is no such thing, buddy. See you later. I expect each and every member of the council to take responsibility over everything in the town. If anything wrong ever happens here, it's all on you guys. Do not let us down. We're going to make an igloo for the Arctic foxes. We first probably should go get a bunch of snow and a bunch of ice, which means I need to probably make a pair of leather boots that actually work for me. I usually just throw away all the leather boots because, you know, I really don't need them, but if we're going to run into some powdered snow, I'd rather not fall through. Head down to the underground library. Let's get the correct books. Of course, we'll take a mending book, and we'll probably need an unbreaking book here. We have a Depth Strider book, but we probably should get a protection book here. I actually don't have any more feather falling books on me right now, but we do have a Frostwalker book, and I think that'd be pretty fun. Got our nether boots on looking good. Let's actually fly back. We're lucky enough to actually have some nether highway tunnels that lead all the way back to the snow and to the ice now. What's up, Link? How you doing? Ouch, thank you. First things first, let's head over to the Arctic Tadpole Zone and grab ourselves some ice. We're gonna have to zoom all the way down. Ooh, there's a ghast poking through. What are you doing, buddy? But you're gonna poke through the nether, and you are in G's Binston and B's Ginston territory. What's up, guys? How you doing? These are the guys that have been watching over the frog sanctuary for a good long while. This tadpole nursery we built a while back, but it's actually just right in front of the giant Arctic lake that we've been flattening out. Believe it or not, this used to be covered in icebergs, but now it's completely flat. We could make an ice generator, but, you know, for right now, this is actually a little bit more fun, and I'm basically an ice generator right now with this Frostwalker boots. This is awesome. I never really play with Frostwalker, but I can see how this would be very convenient. Let's start chipping away at this guy right here. Well, that's going to be really loud. Grab as much as we can. We'll probably fill up about a shulker box or two. Looks like this iceberg actually goes real deep underwater. Next, let's take this big boy out. See you later, dude. Oh, nice. A little bit of blue ice over here, too. Ooh, actually, this is a lot of blue ice. All right, let's go. Typically, we can just combine all the packed ice, but you know, when we got a lot of blue ice down here like this, right out in the open, might as well just take it. All right, we get the last little bit here. We have actually a shulker box. Did we fill this one up? Yes, we filled this guy up. We're about to fill this guy up right here. I believe we just did. Perfect. And we got some blue ice with us. Let's head back to the boys over at the Tadpole Sanctuary. Pretty soon, we're going to have to get ourselves an ice farm because I don't want to have to keep on taking down these environments. Now, this next one, to get there, it's kind of actually all the way out in the open. The highway actually ended over here. We haven't gone that far yet, but the nether portal is all the way up in the sky. If we can get up here, only one rocket away, not too bad. We'll get this hooked up to the nether highway soon enough. But if we leap through the other side, I'm going to get my sword just in case it's nighttime. And it's not. Okay, we are on the side of a mountain. This is beautiful. Okay, and so actually, if I fly up real quick, I did want to show you guys, this is eventually going to be a project. I found this bowl out here a little bit south of the village that we're making right now, and I thought that this was perfect to make another village. There's goats up here at the tippy top, we have ice and snow and spruce trees everywhere, and then we have a nice little oasis in the middle. I thought this place looked really tranquil, and I actually really eventually want to build something right here. But that is for another day. We did hook up the nether portals. We just need to get the highway hooked up over here so that we can get here a little bit easier. In the meantime, I am going to fly over here. Let's grab a shovel, and I think, yep, there's some snow over here that we need to grab. As you can see, we've actually started carving out a little bit of this mountain. It's a really small, snowy mountain, so I figured we're not going to build over here at all. Might as well just use it for some of the snow. I was accidentally using my fortune shovel. Let's use the silk touch shovel to grab the blocks here. Same thing, we'll probably actually just grab a shulker box or two. We're gathering the snow. It's probably about the same speed as gathering the ice, but we actually have made an automatic snow farm. And so you know what? Maybe we should actually go back and show you guys that real quick. We actually built it on a YouTube stream all the way over here on the second island, trying to get some stuff built on the middle of the island here, and voila, we have a brand new little cozy farm. On the outside, it looks like a starter house, but on the inside, it is very much not a starter house. Actually, there's a snow golem in here that's providing us with all of the snowballs that we could ever ask for. If that guy can just stay out of the way there, we'll get as many unlimited snowballs as we possibly can. Actually, head down here. This is where our storage system is. It's nice and cozy. I don't have a bed down here because if I did put a bed down here, I have a feeling the villagers would try to make their way down there. This guy lost his job in the time that I was down there. That was like 5 seconds, dude. Hold up. Get over here. Get next to a barrel. There you go. But yeah, this thing is actually great for getting all the snowballs here. You can turn all of these into snow blocks, and you have the snow right here for any terraced areas that you want to make. Get some polished blackstone buttons along the side of these here just for a little bit of extra decoration. There's a couple things that I still want to do to this part of the island. Right now it's all just marked up by these giant jungle trees, but I want to get a starter house over here and over here. Some houses on the river over here would be super nice. Pretty much just 2 more builds would complete this little mini island, and then we can wrap everything around all the way over to the other side. But actually, now that we have a bunch of snow and a bunch of ice, we can actually just locate a position where we want to build this giant igloo. We kind of have an igloo right here. This is an Arctic sanctuary for the polar bears, but I mean, it's not necessarily an igloo. It's mostly ice. The one that we're building today is going to be mostly snow. This is still one of my favorite sanctuaries, though. This place is awesome. I love coming here to visit these guys. Especially when there's no baby polar bears around. These guys are just nice and calm and fun to be around. But considering we have a giant ice structure over on this side of town, maybe we could go all the way to the other side of town and get an igloo over there. Flying over the fox sanctuary, I feel like we at least have to say what's up to the Arctic foxes real fast because, you know, we're building them a home right now. What's up, dude? How you doing? Are you antsy for a home? Look at all the berries on the floor. This is absolute... What's that noise? This guy is just stuck back here. You know what, buddy? We'll get you a home soon enough. You don't have to be stuck too much longer. Call me crazy, but I kind of want to build something out in the middle of the ocean right here. We don't have anything built right here. I mean, we have Rainbow Mountain in the distance, we have a villager transport system right here, we have a random nether portal, and a trading hall. I think we should get a fox sanctuary out here. I mean, we have Rainbow Mountain, we have the villager transport system. If we fly up, we can see we have a trading hall, we have a nether portal, but that's about it. You know, I think let's get an igloo out here. First things first, we're gonna have to go down in here and start building an iceberg. And I did say that the majority of this build was going to be snow, and it is still going to be snow, the igloo part for sure, but for the base, I think we're just going to get some layers of packed ice down below. Start building away from the town a little bit so we can make the circle just a tad bit larger. Whoa! Oh my god, this guy just... Oh my god, that scared me. See you later, buddy. I always forget at night the toolsmith trading hall looks insane, especially with this reflection down here. Let's see if I can complete this iceberg circle. So much ice. Okay, so that actually is a complete circle, but is it going to be large enough? We might have to make it bigger. Yeah, this also isn't even a circle right here, so let's start adding some more ice. Now that is a circle, and the only reason I know why is because I actually made a circle using the snow here. It's actually 55 blocks all the way across. Right now the ice is very flat. We'll get it moving down pretty soon because we do have the iceberg going down about 4 levels right now. I do want it to go down probably maybe about, I would say about 3 or 4 more. We'll just keep on adding ice to the bottom. That way the Arctic foxes have a little bit more of a landscape that's not just flat. To make it look a little bit more natural, I want a couple blocks sticking out a little bit like that, and we'll probably bring the other layers a little bit closer. Making an iceberg is pretty easy, although it typically does take a lot of ice. Just a lot of mindless block placement. But for the time being, I do have the ice in most of the spots that I'd like it, so I'm gonna hop up here real quick and we can get to work on the snow. I actually am using a plots generator to get the dome working here. Right now I'm actually just gonna use the snow blocks only, and eventually we'll probably get some white concrete worked in there as well as some smooth quartz. But we have the 55 block wide circle right here, and we're gonna move up. We just need to slowly go up each layer. I'm going to complete this layer one more time, and then we'll have to gradually make an incline. The snow is almost blinding. I also don't know if I like or dislike the sound of snow blocks being placed. So now the wall is 4 blocks tall, and actually right here seems off. I think this needs to be 3 blocks, and 3. This needs to be right here instead. Take you out, and we can actually just craft these snowballs right back into blocks. Now on this level, we have a small amount of editing. We're going to go 3, 2, 1, and then 2. So actually on this one, we'll drop down, bring 4 blocks right here, and take this guy out on all 4 sides. Actually, since it's a circle now, it's going to be on all 8 sides. Or maybe I'm wrong because a circle doesn't even have any sides because it's a circle. Also, I only meant to break the first row, not these next 3. So I'll have to go down and break you, you, and you. The incline officially begins. Now the doors will start the incline as well. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks, and then we will officially start to go over right there. So we have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have 2, and then we have 3 going right here. This build is absolutely enormous, and I'm actually just going to be using the plots generator like I mentioned earlier to make this dome, and that's probably the easiest way to make domes and circles in Minecraft. Unless you're just crazy cracked at the game and you can make a circle or a dome without using any references. But I'm thinking this is going to be a pretty good task for a Twitch stream. And it's fun because on the Twitch streams, you can go bing, bang, boom, and bop. All of a sudden, you can just have a dome created out of thin air. For this layer, we're going to ride around the edges, and then we'll double it up. Getting to the top of the dome right now where everything's starting to get flattened. Not too bad. That's going to leave a nice open circle. Let's actually take a look down from here. And okay, perfect. We're going to have a little bit of sunlight poking through. But this is wild. This is what the inside of the dome looks like before it's even decorated. I don't want to take a look up here in the sky real quick at what the dome looks like just to make sure it looks even. And oh, okay, yep, that looks like an igloo. Take a random spot in the sea over here, and wow, this is looking like a spaceship now. I mean, it does look like an igloo, but when you have the reflection of the water right here, this is crazy. It starts to look like a half-submerged planet. Okay, and we'll get the texturing done on this later. For right now, it's actually all snow blocks. We'll get some quartz and some powdered snow up there eventually, but I kind of want to start working with the interior. So let's get some packed ice. I'm going to start making some ice spikes that are going to reach the ceiling. First, might as well just start making a bunch of random pillars. So we have a couple. We're actually just going to have to go down to the bottom. We'll start building these up so they look a little bit more natural. Give them a little bit more of a foundation down here. Once we start working these into the actual terrain, we can actually take... Ow! Hold up a second there, guy. That could have been a creeper. That's not good. This guy's over here just dancing around on the ice. You gotta get out of here, dude. You can also be out of here, thank you, sir. But what I was gonna say is if we work this into the terrain a little bit, we can start to actually take away some of the ground layers right here, too. Keep jumping up, we'll make this a little bit wider over here. And actually, we're gonna use soul lanterns on the sides just to make it a little bit lighter. We do not want any creepers spawning up here, like right about here. That looks like where a creeper could spawn. These skeletons really gotta get out of here. Buddy, you're just gonna sink. Why are you doing this? Tried to shoot some arrows right into my stone cutter. What's going on? I moved all of my materials out here on a little iceberg because actually we did have some creepers start to spawn towards the ceiling and some zombies, and so just to prevent anybody from exploding my shulker boxes, I just figured I'd move them all out. Started terracing up just a little bit and making a small packed ice bridge. I think the diorite slabs are going to be a good way to help get up there smoothly. We're going on the outside of this ice pillar, but most of them we're actually going to stay on the inside of because we don't really have too much room on the outside of most of these. Can make this just a little bit larger. Now they can have a little bit of a view of their own home, and this is absolutely wild. This is way bigger than the real fox sanctuary. This Arctic fox zone is huge. Something I did want to do was take these little corners like this, jump down, and bring some small pillars right up to the top. That way it just starts to look a little bit more natural. I'm actually just going to bring some ice over this way. That way it can connect and seem like it was kind of melting into the ground. This will look better in a moment. We're just going to have to use a little bit more ice. Jump up here and get some on the undercarriage. Fill up anywhere we can see the diorite over here. This is actually awesome. I like this a lot. It's creating some unintentional caves and caverns. Gotta place more soul lanterns though, because all I'm doing is creating more spots for creepers to spawn. Soul lanterns obviously don't bring near as much light source as end rods out there and the torches right here, but they are really nice looking on the ice blocks. And as we're climbing these stairs, I do want the ice to be shown, but I think I'm also gonna have to start packing some more snow in here. Otherwise, we are for sure gonna have to do a lot more packed ice runs. Just kind of make it seem like some of the snow is falling out onto the path over here. And that reminds me, it's getting dark over here now, so we have chains and end rods. This is probably going to be a common theme throughout the whole build, but we're going to just hang some end rods here and probably everywhere. And with just these 3 end rods on the wall right here, that's already adding so much light. The sun poking through right now looks absolutely insane. This is just like a winter wonderland. The shadow dropping down in here right now. I don't know, I just really like looking at this wall right now. Gonna have to start scaffolding up here a little bit if I want some end rods at the top. Get one right here, we'll get one over here, and we'll even go over here to get one right there. I'm really hoping we don't take a look back at this and think that there's way too many end rods. I like being up here though, because we have a little bit of an advantage seeing exactly where the soul torches need to go. And we'll drop down here. We need to use a little bit of scaffolding to get up here and get rid of some of this diorite. I like using it for the slabs, but it definitely does not look so good on the other side of the bridge. Big on diorite! Stuff like this little corner back here. You know what, I'm just gonna fill it in with some snow because it's just, I don't know, I don't want these little spaces where the Arctic foxes can get stuck in. So we'll have a little bit of a snowy area right here. Actually, you know, it probably would look better if the ice spikes had snow everywhere. Start slapping these everywhere, basically any spot there's not a soul lantern. And I do think it would be cool if we had the ability to add some snow carpet to blocks that were not snow. Like if we could just put some snow carpet on top of this ice instead of just only snow blocks, I think that'd be pretty beneficial. I also wanted to keep on adding some snow over here up to the packed ice bridge because I think the snow can make a pretty good wall. It kind of looks like a snow bluff when it's going up like this. Gotta get some snow on the ground over here as well. After a while of the mindless snow block placement, this giant bridge eventually turns into a vast snowy and icy landscape. It's kind of hard to gauge how big it is in here, but if we fly up and out of the igloo, it looks totally smooth, like nothing's going on in there. Then we fly right back in here. We have the mezzanine up here at the very top level. I was thinking, I don't want the foxes to be able to fall too far all the way down to the ground, so I actually gave them another small level right here. Might actually just cover a little bit of this up with some snow. End rods hanging from absolutely everywhere. This place is looking a lot more magical than it once was. And originally I just had the one staircase going up this way, going all the way up to the mezzanine around the side. But then I thought, you know, that's just not enough. We need more ice and more snow, so I decided let's actually just wrap it all the way around over here as well. Right down to this middle platform where I guess the Arctic Fox can definitely call their home center. Speaking of Arctic Fox, we should probably get those guys in here, and actually what I'm thinking about doing is creating a couple doors first. These are going to be tunnel doors, so we will probably just go up 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 in the middle up top, not looking too bad. Let's get this about 4 deep here and see what that looks like if we jump away a little bit. It shouldn't be looking too bad. Oh yeah, looking at it from farther away, the door is nice and small, but just big enough to fit a bunch of foxes through. I'm gonna put a bunch of spruce fence gates down here, too high because the foxes will jump over them. Floating on down to the fox sanctuary, it's time to finally get the Arctic ones out of here. I have a couple leads on me. I don't think there's too many. We got 2 right here, though. Hey, buddy, get over. Oh my god, this guy actually has a lead on him already. Hey, dude, get over. Whoa. Alright, we got 1. Let's get over here. I believe we have at least 3 more. I forgot we had a baby fox over here. Let's take you out. Okay, we have 4 Arctic foxes. Let's actually just head out while we have the chance. Open the door as fast as we can. Let's actually... Oh my god, all of these foxes are ready to get out. Open that up, and okay, we'll close that. Open this up one more time, and close it. You guys are getting sneaky. No way you're getting out. Alright, we got 4 Arctic foxes. Let's take these guys on over to the igloo. I think these guys saw a chicken because they are going absolutely wild right now. They want nothing to do with me. I think there's a chicken out there somewhere. You guys, you can't have the chicken. You gotta come with me. Honestly, it feels... Oh my god, yeah, he just broke the lead. Dude, no, hold up. Baby fox is trying to escape right here. Dude, stop doing that. Jumping down the side by the cliff wall and the shulker box storage hall. We are almost there, buddies. Let's go. Finally reach some water. 3 of these guys are carrying leads now. That's just great. Alright guys, see that giant spaceship right here? Well, that's your new home. Okay, just gonna pass by the creeper explosion. Not really sure exactly how that happened, but we're gonna have to fix that. Watching these guys slip and slide all over the ice is awesome, but let's get them through these gates here, and hopefully we have everything closed off so that no one is able to escape. Some of them just took some naps. That was a long journey, but you know what? Let's let you loose. Let's let all 4 of you guys loose. This is your new home. Feel free to explore. Please don't fall too far from anything. I was actually just thinking, what's the only way to get some more Arctic foxes? Well, we need some sweet berries. And where do we get those? Well, the exact place that we just came from. So we have to go under the fox sanctuary, grab some sweet berries from the sweet berry farm. Probably just about a stack, maybe 2. I have brought the best food in all of the land. Let's go. Oh my god, this guy's just sitting here perfect, waiting for his berries. Buddy, hold up. Get your berry here. Boom, there you go. And over here, get your berries. Boom, there you go. Let's make more Arctic foxes, and yeah. Now that we have living beings in here, let's start focusing on just a couple more types of decoration. Let's get some of this amethyst in here, because it looks way too good to ignore it. Like, we can turn this little corner over here from this into this, and it has so much more color and shimmer immediately. Go around all the edges of the pillars, going bang, boom, and bop. Heading up the stairs, I did want to actually get some more amethyst, but I also wanted to get some more light sources, so what I'm going to do is get some diorite walls right here, and this is actually just going to help get some more texture on the wall, as well as give me a little bit of an excuse to get some end rods here. I'm going to stay very consistent with the use of the end rods, but I think just getting them down on the ice is going to be useful as well, because I really do not want any creepers spawning down here. Get some in the corners up here, throw an end rod right on top. There's this whole middle area right here. I do not know if anything would spawn, but now I know for sure that nothing is going to. Let's head up to the mezzanine at the very top, get a couple of amethyst clusters up in here. The foxes at the top are going to want to feel fancy too. Also, I thought maybe every once in a while we could just spread some glow lichen around. I thought that would actually help increase the lighting and just some texture on the ice. Probably going to have to head back to the amethyst farm to get more clusters. We are most likely going to use them all in this build. And it is nighttime, which is dangerous because we've basically turned this sanctuary into a mob farm. If I show you outside right now, there's probably at least 10 mobs that have spawned. Flying up and around. Yep, lots of skellies. We got the creeper right there. We have an enderman right here even. I'm just gonna hold up. I don't even want to risk it. Let's just go down. It's time to sleep. Oh my god, baby zombie's already following us. This is unacceptable, mister. You need to get out of here. This guy's coming after me with a fishing rod. Who are you? I think maybe to light up down under the iceberg as well. Probably to prevent some of these drowned from spawning so much. Let's get some sea pickles down here. There is a skeleton all the way at the bottom down here just trying to... dude, what do you can't do that. Actually, you know what? Buddy, get out of here. This is not your fight. I'm going to stand right above you, and the arrow... You're just going to do this to yourself. For a while now, I've been thinking we pretty much only have snow blocks on the igloo, which makes sense because igloos are made out of snow, but just for some texture, I was thinking we have other blocks that we could add, like if we take this out right here and just add some white wool. I think every once in a while, if we replace some of this with some white wool, that's not too bad. It's a little bit of gray, but honestly, just the texture is more important to me. Going over here, trying concrete powder, that just, it looks amazing. We can just get this over here kind of staggered wherever we want, and it's gonna look great. White concrete, I think, could have worked, but it really just doesn't have any texture at all. Wondering if a mushroom stem would work right here. Now that absolutely just doesn't work, and okay, yeah, the iron block I had to try, but nope, these don't work. Take that out, get it replaced with a little bit of concrete powder. Something else we could use is actually some powdered snow. We have a bunch of buckets. We could fly back over to the mountain real quick. Finally back over here with my millions of buckets. I think I actually ended over here last time with a little bit of powder. Is this powdered snow right here? Yes, it is. Okay, so let's actually take that in a bucket. Can take all of this too. Unfortunately, it doesn't really stack very well. It's only really one bucket at a time, but you know, that's just the way it is. Sometimes it do be like that. 3 shulker boxes is enough. Also, it's nighttime, so let's just get out of here. Let's see exactly how much texture this brings. Let's put it up high just a little bit. I don't want any foxes to be able to jump out. The slightest variation in texture, but honestly, it's worth it because I just want it to look nice. I'm also going to have to hide these, but I want to get some twisted vines kind of growing up everywhere, but I know it's going to have to require some grass. So I was thinking we could just have this grass drop down right here, get some twisted vines on that, put some inconspicuous snow around it, then we'll just bone meal this up. Ooh, nice. I just wanted to add a little bit more color, and with the weaving vines going up to the ceiling, this is looking really nice. We need more foxes, and we need them now. He's sleeping. Where's the other foxes? Another sleeping fox right here. What's up, sleeping fox? Okay, it was today when I found out that you can take twisting vines and just grow them anywhere. You do not need the grass, so I'm just gonna have to go over here and take this out. No need to even hide the grass at all, they just grow right on the ice. We have about 100 Arctic foxes in here now, and we're about to have even more. We just gotta keep feeding them all these sweet berries. You can have some, and you know what, over here, you can have some. You, sir, and you, sir, everybody can have some sweet berries. And this sanctuary just is absolutely wild. The one thing I actually wanted to get down on the bottom was to fix a couple of these ponds. There's a couple areas where I made 1 block deep ponds, and instead of some packed ice on the bottom, I thought it'd be cool to put some wart block down here. Hook this up. It's a nice greenish teal color, but honestly, when you pop back up, it looks great. Get that last guy in here, and can we bone meal it up? We totally can. See, now that looks way better. This place is booming with life now, though. All we gotta do is get more baby Arctic foxes, gotta get more amethyst clusters in and around everywhere. Probably hook some up near the edges of the pond. In this fox sanctuary, I mostly just hear a lot of screaming and snoring. These guys do a lot of sleeping and definitely a lot of screaming. We are going to continue getting a lot more clusters up here because, you know, just the more the merrier. But guys, that is going to conclude this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Thank you to all the Patreon supporters that came in this week. I do appreciate you guys. Thank you to all the YouTube members and Twitch subs as well. You guys rock. Episode 60 is coming out next week. I am super excited and I cannot wait to get that episode out. I cannot believe we also have a home for the Arctic foxes now. This is just great. Thanks again, guys, for watching. I do appreciate y'all. Take care of yourselves. Do something nice for somebody, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.